Good morning and welcome to Calvary Baptist Church. When we think about the church being here for the last 45 years, we think about not the building, but all those great people who have served Calvary Baptist Church and meant so much to so many of us. Today I want to share with you about a couple who has meant a great deal to me. And that couple is Charles Henry and Ruby Osland. Charles Henry was a deacon here at Calvary Baptist, and he certainly served his position well. And another thing that meant a great deal to me with Charles Henry was when he was called on to lead a prayer. You just felt like he had a direct line, and you could feel that as you sit in your particular pew. Miss Ruby, she taught Sunday school for many, many years. I suppose that every young person who walked through her Sunday school door was immediately in love with Miss Ruby. She was a great person, and she identified with those people so well. And she made such a contribution to many of their lives. Charles Henry and Ruby were not just a people that served the Lord on Sunday morning. They were a Christian 24/7. And I want to share with you a little story that identifies with what I'm saying. Back in November of 1967, we were having kind of a rough day at our house. Most everybody was in a bad mood because Millie's brother was on a plane and he was headed to Vietnam. And all of our family were kind of down about this. I tried to cheer the family up most of the day and playing the good guy and telling them it was only going to be a year till he would be back. And he would come in annoying everybody as he usually does and have everybody laughing in a few minutes. But then another side of me was saying, have I seen this guy for the last time? You know, it was a little bit of a rough day. And we were seated at the supper table and just finishing it up when I heard a knock at the door. And I thought to myself, who could be out on a cold, rainy day like today? As I went to the door, I was greeted by Charles Henry and Ruby Osland. They came in and immediately embraced Billy and said, you know, we know that your brother is on his way to Vietnam, and we just came by to visit with you for a few minutes. And they sat down and shared with us, and I suppose stayed with us long enough to make us get in a better frame of mind, or they soon realized that we were. And then at that time, Charles Henry said, well, let's gather together here and just form a little circle and hold hands. And he said, I want to lead us in prayer. And when he did that, you could just feel a different sense that went through our entire family as we were feeling better about this situation. Charles Henry knew how to pray. Charles Henry and Miss Ruby were great Christian people. And they certainly meant a great deal to my life, and certainly they meant a great deal to so many other people's lives. And these people were people that perhaps many of us could pattern our lives after. How many minutes we go?
You went on for about 4.
4?
Yeah.